As part of my quest to fit in up north, I need to learn the Queensland lingo. And what better man to teach me but the voice of Queensland racing, Josh Fleming. How Queensland's that? Josh.
Sam.
In order to get my head around being a Queenslander, I need to learn the Queensland jargon. I mean, what are some of the famous lines that I'll be hearing over coming months?
Well, the first thing you got to know, Sam, is we are rugby league mad up here in Queensland. Obviously, it's much different compared to your home state, AFL mad Victoria. First thing you got to know in Queensland is who the king is. And the king is Wally Lewis, one of the greatest league players of all time. Obviously, New South Wales people are going to say that Joey Johns is the greatest. He was obviously a legend. There's no argument there. But the king is the king, will always be the king, always has been, always will be.
I was told by somebody when in the first couple of meetings that I worked, if I mentioned the Broncos, people will just embrace you because we love the Broncos here.
Yeah, well, we don't love the way we're going at the moment, unfortunately. We might be looking for you to step up and maybe have a run around for us, mate, because we're battling a bit at the moment. But not only do you need to know who the king is, but the king's home ground is the Cauldron, Lang Park, and nearby is where they make the famous Milton Mango at the Forex Brewery there. So the king, Cauldron, and the Milton Mango, and that'll be the first three things, and you'll be off to a flying start.
Queensland is famous for its native wildlife. Josh, what native wildlife can you tell me about?
Well, the cane toad's the most famous one here, Sammy. I know they're not the most cleanest of creatures, but on the subject of state of origin, the mighty cane toad, mate, they come to the fore each and every year around about that time. We try and squash those cockroaches from New South Wales. So cane toads and cockroaches, maybe they're not the most cleanest of creatures, but they clash every year around origin time. It's good fun. One really famous animal you need to know about, Sammy, is the mighty bin chicken. My home track at Corbell Park Racecourse, we call it Bin Chicken Park. They're everywhere. The mighty Australian ibis, I reckon, well, for mine, they're Australia's favourite bird. They were going to be Australia's favourite. They got pipped on the post by the magpie. Love magpies, don't get me wrong. You can't beat a mighty bin chook, though.
Do they cause any havoc?
No, they haven't yet, but you really see them flying around a lot. And what they do, there's a dump not far from the racecourse. They go and get a gut load of food over at the dump, and they come back into the dam and they have a drink and they wash down all that dumpster juice.
So I'm a Victorian. How do I fit in Queensland?
Mate, you're a Mexican. 100% Mexican, but give it time, you'll fit in no dramas at all.
What's some slang that I need to know?
Oh, geez, I'm not sure. There's going to be a lot that we probably can't put to air. There's actually a few tricks from Western Queensland, but again, I'm not sure if I'll get away with some of the things I've heard out there. But, mate, when you come to Birdsville with me this year, you'll have to bring your swag. You know what a swag is?
Yep.
You do. You have to ball the billy. You know what a billy is? You know what a bogey is? You can have a bogey in the bush. That's a shower. So when you go out there, you can ball the billy after you've had a bogey.
I'm going to say we're going to be roughing and toughing it.
You'll be roughing it. There's no two ways about that, but that's Birdsville, and that's Queensland in the bush. And one thing, Sammy, you got to remember, mate, in Queensland, is how do you finish your sentences?
And how's that?
Hey?
How Queensland's that?